Boom, 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 boom. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Friday, March 17th edition of Morning Mindset. I'm your host, Todd. How's it going? All right, here's what I need from you. When you get in here, check in. Let me know where you're from. How's the weather in the area? What's in your cup? It is cold here. We had like a 30, 40 degree temp swing in a matter of hours. It feels like it's 10 degrees outside. We had rain come through and then freezing rain and then light snow. So doors were frozen shut this morning. It is cold and brutal. It is not St. Patrick's Day weather. I will say that for a fact. It is days like today are days that I wish I was still back at home because I don't have to leave the house, right? I left this morning to go to the shop to get some rush orders out and then got back here so we could get the kids into school because we had a little appointment there this morning that I'd take care of. So it's already been a busy morning for us, but it is cold, 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 cold. The other thing that I need out of you is your 5 things. What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? Why do we do this? So I do it because I make a list every day, right? Before I go home, here's my list of stuff I need to do tomorrow. Then I prioritize that. Here's the top 5 things I have to get done. So for today, print DTF. There's a couple orders that I need to check statuses on because I'm not 100% sure where they are. They should have showed up yesterday and they did not. So I need to check on those. I've got supplies that I need to order. I've got invoices we need to send out. And then I've got to create mock-ups. So we got to get those approved. And then there's the other fun stuff like paying bills, pressing shirts, picking up orders, dropping orders off. But we got our top 5 things that we must do. Like I said, it's St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day on a Friday. So that means St. Patrick's Day weekend. Here we have the bi-state parade. So it goes from Illinois to Iowa, and they're going to do that tomorrow. So that means we got St. Patrick's Day all weekend long. We've also got March Madness starting up. Looks like there's some great games yesterday and some upsets. So, hey, we're right in the middle of March. Like I said, going outside, you would not feel it. It is not nice out there at all. And it's brutal. But check in. Let me know how you're doing, how everything is working for you today. Because like I said, we got a busy day today. And let's check in. Darren, good morning to you. I got my stickers yesterday. All right, love it. Mountain Dew in the cup, 24 and light snow in Topeka. Went from 65 to 30 in about 2 hours. Yeah, that's what it did here. It just got ridiculous. Like last night, I went outside. It was letting the dogs out, so it was probably 10 o'clock or so, and it was still gorgeous out. I'm like, the wind was just starting to pick up a little because I was debating, hot tubbing it up or not. And I'm like, man, that wind's picking up, and that's always brutal, that wind coming through. So, and little did I know what it was going to bring because it was still raining out. It was nice. It was probably mid 40s or so, and hearing the rain on the tin roof out there, I was just like, yeah, this could be peaceful. Then as I sit in there, that wind, and I'm like, I don't know about this. And it just got worse. So there. What's up, Chuck? Good morning to you, my friend. Look at that, Chuck rubbing it in. 61 there in Central Florida this morning and repairing the shift linkage in the truck. That sounds fun, Chuck. That really, really does. And Barb, good morning to you. North Central Minnesota. 1 degree overcast, water in the cup. Man, it is, yeah. I think next week it says we got 50s and 60s, but we've had snow in April, so I'm not counting anything yet. I'm just, I know that days like this, I really do miss here, where it was just work, do this, and there's a good while where I didn't leave the house for weeks on the end if we didn't have anything to go or do, because everything could just get picked up. It was pretty nice, delivered and pick up. Barbara's 5 things: sewing, some organization, digitizing, renewing driver's license, and cleaning office. Barb, that sounds like an amazing day, a very productive one. And Barb said ABC last night had a report on what can ChatGPT, Maker's new AI model GPT-4 do. See, you're ahead of the curve, Barb. If you don't know what Barb's talking about, on a Wednesday, we had a special edition of Tuesday with Todd. We actually did that on Wednesday, and we talked ChatGPT. Now, on Tuesday, ChatGPT-4 came out, and it is 3,000, way more powerful than the previous version of it. But we went through some different prompts and just kind of showed what we can do with it. And I'm telling you, we were nothing more than the comma and an encyclopedia set of information that is available on ChatGPT. And it seems like everybody got, a lot out of it. There were some that, that maybe didn't, because they know as much as I do with it, right? They're already in there playing with it. They already had it. They're already with it, but they're excited about it and, helping everybody else learn about it. So I think everybody took a little something away. And then somebody said, maybe you should do some more of these. What other things can we do with it? And I thought about that because there won't be a Tuesday with Todd on Tuesday because we got a live event pressing to do at the school. And the following Tuesday is another one of the portrait of graduate meetings. So there won't be a Tuesday with Todd then. So we might just go, Weird Wednesday and, talk AI and different things that we can make it do, doing with the voiceovers, the videos, the captions, the things like that, how we can use AI in our business. So if that sounds like something that is interesting to you, let me know in the comments. Does that sound interesting? Because I am by no means an expert, but I will fumble my way through it and we can learn together on it. I think there's a lot of great things that we can do with it. And I'm really excited about what the future holds for that because, to be able to take, an hour and do what used to take, 50 hours, that's pretty dang nice. Some of the easy ones are just using it to create that content that's generated, for a month. Here I can take it to here. I can show you how to create that content, take it over to Google Sheets, and from Google Sheets, download it as the CSV file, and then take it into a place like Canva and upload that, and it'll create all the images, do everything for you. So all you got to do is schedule it up. And then if you go into your Facebook scheduler or you have a thing like Buffer, something like that, then you can just put it right in there. You can actually use repurpose too and do different things. So I think there's a lot that we can do with it. Brian, look at you, 26 degrees, rubbing that in. Embroidery, YouTube videos. What do you got for YouTube videos? What you got? AutoPress, is it up and running? Is it? Sublimation, follow up with leads. Gotta love that. And Chuck, great training on the Chat GPT. Have to try it out. Thanks, Chuck. He said, every day I'm learning more with it. I didn't play much with it yesterday because it was kind of a busy day. And like today with what we have going on. And then personally, we've got some stuff where we've got to be in and out of the office. So it's like, okay, let's get as much done for here. We prioritize the jobs we have. Nothing is missing. It's a due date. Everything is going to go out there, and that's why we have those lead times on it. Hey, can we move stuff around if we need to, take a day off or things like that. So that's scheduling super, super, super important on it. Brian wrote 3 blogs for the garage door company and 10 video scripts for the print company yesterday, 100% Chat GPT. Now, Brian, you wrote 3 blogs for the garage door company and 10 video scripts for the print company. So you got, 13 pieces there. How long did it take you to do all 13 pieces of that? I'm going to say not too long at all. And, one of the things that we do is we're going to, of course, have it create it, but most of us aren't just going to copy paste, right? You're going to go through, read it, make sure it's good, maybe change out a few things so it sounds more like how you want it to sound instead of there. But it is giving you the framework to do so much in your business: blog post, video scripts, even on accounting side of things. You don't like doing spreadsheets and figuring stuff out. Guess what? It'll help you on that. You having issues on your website? Guess what? It'll help you with that. Or you got writer's block? Guess what? It'll help you with that. So there's so many things that it can help you with. And what I'm really excited about is, like you said, on Tuesday when we had the portrait of graduate meeting with the school, we had a couple teachers and principals and a principal at our table, and they really didn't have any clue what I was talking about. And so I kind of educated them a little about what Chat GPT is and how it's going to change the way that anybody can do anything, especially now with, you guys going more, everything being typed up and that, because, before, like when I was in school, you didn't have nobody. I can't say that, but most people didn't have computers at home. Some had typewriters, but it still came down to, you were writing everything out. And even with a typewriter, you're still manually putting it in. Keyboard, sure, maybe you can copy paste, but not how you can now. Now, kid needs to write a paper, boom, they can just copy paste and put it in there. So it'll be interesting to see, since I kind of, put that nugget out there for them, and then hearing more stuff about it, to see what they have to say about it when we reconvene next Tuesday. So really looking forward to that. Brian said he spent 2 hours watching TV and eating supper on those. Look at that. 2 hours. 2 hours while watching TV and eating supper. I mean, that's the thing. It'll create it for you. It is good. It is such a good way to, to basically supercharge your business, right? AI is here, it has been, it's not going anywhere. The best thing to do is embrace that technology because it's going to help you out. And if you don't embrace it, your competition is. And then you're going to be even farther in the dust, right? If you're struggling now with things and you're not 100% sure, get on the bandwagon, figure this out, spend the time. Like Brian was doing it last night while, what was he doing? While watching TV and eating dinner. Like, you can do that. Like, last night I was doing mock-ups while watching, Banana Ball. That's kind of been my go-to in the background on YouTube lately. Because you've been playing 3 or 4 nights a week. It's on at like 6, 7 o'clock. The games are, everything's done in 2.5 hours. I have that on while I'm working. Glance up every once in a while, and it goes from there. The rest of it, yeah, because I'll try and watch, some Chat GPT stuff, put some things in there, but it's tough because I need to concentrate on it. I need to focus on it so that way I can write things down, take notes from it. But I try and watch as much information as I can to continually gain knowledge to be able to do that. So I'm super excited for what it holds, what we can do for it, and what it can do for our business for it. And good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. It is a good morning, except for it being cold here. Like they said, and as far as in my cup, we're at home. So at home, I've got the water with the orange drink in it. And a little orange squeeze. That's my go-to here. What are your plans for this weekend? Is, like I said, it is St. Patrick's Day today. I know a lot of things are going on. Like our parades, like I said, is tomorrow, and it's traditionally on usually, like even last year, it's a Saturday before. Friday is the only day where they do it the Saturday after. But traditionally, it's always the Saturday before St. Patrick's Day, unless it's a Friday or a Saturday. Now, when it's on St. Patrick's Day is on a Saturday, we had one not last one, the one before. It was like 80 degrees. It was gorgeous out, a perfect day for a parade and to have fun. But man, oh man, oh man, I go back on duty tomorrow. Well, Darren, you're in for a treat, right? Because are they celebrating St. Patrick's Day there? Like our local PD, which is always fun. They're kind of clever in their Facebook posting, but they're definitely putting out there, hey, we're going to be out in force this weekend. So unless you want to spend time in the clink, don't drink, or don't drink and drive. Especially today, there's so many more options, right? Like in my 20s there was an option. It wasn't, there was the cab, but you're waiting on their time and that, and then we had a service around for a little bit where you would set up a time with them and say we wanted to leave the bar at 2 a.m, right? So they would show up in a team of 2, and then they would drive your car home for you with you as passengers, and it was a fun time. And then now with Uber and everything else, like there's really no reason for it. If you're going to go out, make the arrangements, do some ride sharing, stay safe. We want to see everybody back here Monday morning for Morning Mindset, because that's what I do. I want you guys to be safe. So yeah, stay on it. I don't think I own a single piece of green clothes. So I think I've got 3 or 4 or 5. I've got 10 or less. I've got my hoodie. It was cold, so I got my hoodie. This couple years old for it, but everything else is all Cubs or Black Sox. Because we'll have some St. Patrick's Day stuff with that, so it's the green logos for that. But yeah, I don't have a lot. It's kind of like red. I don't wear red a lot because I feel like I'm a fat guy, so I feel like Mr. Kool-Aid in red, and I got to wear red on whatever it is. I got to wear red on Tuesday when we're at the school, because we're going to make our shirts and have our stuff on it. So that way, we're there matching with them. I read the makers event and pressing stuff on Tuesday. But yeah, I'm not a big red guy for it there. And Facebook user, good morning to you. Happy St. Patty's Day. Facebook user, no clue who you are. But if you want, what you can do, or what you probably should do, just head over right there. Boom, 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 right here. Hello, see right here. Boom. Head over to fatdadlive.com, and then you'll get over to our YouTube channel. We'll be able to see who you are. So that way, we go with that. Let's see. What else do we got in here? dealing with Colorado and its bipolar weather. 68 Wednesday, 20 and snow yesterday, and clear and 40s today. So what you had yesterday is here today, and it was in the teens, maybe even single digit. It had to have been single digits with the wind chill. They said stuff was frozen this morning. It was not nice at all. I'm not down with it. It is too cold for it. However, parade tomorrow, but with it being so cold, I doubt it'll amount to much. Here's to hoping for a quiet day. Last tour was busy. Yeah, ours goes all out. Like even when it's cold, and I think that's because we're Midwest, right? I mean, we're just used to it. We have the Christmas parade, or we have the Thanksgiving. We have the Festival of Trees parade, and that's usually right around Thanksgiving, like the week before Thanksgiving or so, maybe. Yeah, it's somewhere in there where they have the balloons and that, and it's been downright cold, and they'll be out there. And St. Patrick's Day is hit and miss. Some years it's awesome, some years it's okay, and other years it is just cold. And they will still line it, and they will still pound the drinks because it goes downtown through Rock Island. It's in Illinois, and then it crosses our Centennial Bridge, and then it goes downtown Davenport. Well, both sides of that where it goes through is kind of some bar districts. So all the bars do everything, and they start at like 6 a.m. They're serving breakfast. They've got everything rocking and rolling. So it just rolls through, and it's a fun little parade. But yeah, I think somebody said we're one of the nation's only bi-state parades, so that's good. FU morning Facebook user, you have plenty of red. Well, I don't have much red. I really don't. I think the most of my red is from Blackhawks gear. That's it. That's the most of my red. I traditionally don't pick out a red shirt, even though our colors are, red, white, and blue for Fat Dad, and we can put it with any color really. I don't wear red a whole lot. I'm more of like an orange, black, gray type person. So yeah, usually more of like the grays. But I'll wear all the fun, bright colors. Am I wearing? What am I wearing for this? Is green? A green shirt. I got a green T-shirt. So, I more of the Caribbean colors. I'm really down with that. Dominoes and shirt orders over the weekend. Very nice. I'll be sending an order over to you this afternoon. Love that. I love when we get orders. Woo! So we got orders going out today, and it went in this morning because somebody had hit me up yesterday afternoon. I'd already left the shop, and they're like, "Hey, I need to ask you a big favor. I screwed," and this is a local customer. They're like, "I screwed up on a thing. Is there any way that I can get these prints tomorrow?" And I was like, "Sure. What do you need? What time?" And it's actually a local bar that needs them for St. Patrick's Day. I was like, "Listen, when I wake up, I'll just go ahead and go in." And because I said I wasn't planning on going in until 9 or 10 this morning, because by then I just will do rush orders, see where production was. I was going to work in the home office to get some of these mock-ups done, get some of this invoicing done, and then I can go in there for production, right? And I was just going to do rush jobs, see everything lined up, and then because of what other stuff that we have going on this afternoon, I was like, I'm going to jet out. That's part of why we have a schedule set. And then when he's like, the sooner the better, I'm like, I'll go in. So this morning, the other great thing about when it came through last night was it's windy, and now that Krista is not here, our daughter, which I think she's coming back, but or Reggie, who was our family dog. She was his person, so he would sleep with her down in her room. So this is new to him, being upstairs when storms come through, and so he barks at wind because he doesn't know what it is. So he did that at like 1, 2, and 3, and at 3 o'clock I said, I'm just getting up and going to work. So because I laid there for a little bit, I'm like, all right, fine, I'll get up, shower, I'll go in. So I got that rush order done. Went through and set up everything else for rush orders, got those taken care of. So when I go back in there's not going to be a whole lot of rush, if any, to do. So I can get in there, get everything packaged up, labeled up, and get out of there. So it'll be a quick, easy day for me. Darren said 99% of what I own is black, but it has some green print, so I'm good. Yeah, if only you knew a printer that could just make you something green, right? That's the thing for us, Hey, look, there's Nancy. Good morning. And so I've been getting asked multiple times if I still have my pirate ship float I built for the St. Patty's Day parade a few years back. What did you do with it? I don't know if I've seen pictures of that. I think we talked about it. We talked about it, didn't we? Post pictures in the group, Darren. You know that. You know I'm going to ask you about that. Got to see pirate ship float. I know. Was it you that they did the golf cart into the pirate ship, or was that somebody else? I think it was in my golf cart group. Yeah, we'll see. Cincinnati Reds fans. Red high school colors. Kids' school football is maroon. Can't get away from it. So for us, kids' school. So if we stay here for the duration, I always thought our school colors were red, white, and blue, and that's why I put everything on blue. But apparently, it's red and white, and blue just kind of got added in there along the way. So red for the elementary. Junior high is the athletic gold, yellow, and black and white. So that's easy. And then they get to high school, and they're maroon and white. And maroon and white, there's not a whole lot you can do with it. So pretty much all of my high school stuff is on gray or black. And even with that, black's hard to do with maroon because maroon and black is kind of meh. So you got to use some white to make it pop and stand out. So most of that's all gray stuff is what I do on there. Darren says it may be time to build another float for the holiday parades for the business tax write-off. Hey, right? Hey, we're going to redo the golf cart. I've got all the stuff to do it, the repaint it, because we're going to use the peelable paint. What is that called? The spray? What is spray wrap? Spray wrap. So I've got the stuff to do that, and then we'll put our logo underneath it in there. I'm still waiting on Corey to pick up the wheels that she likes because that's a project that I would like to get done here before May. So in April, when it starts to warm up a little, get that done. So I'm excited about how that'll turn out because I let her pick it out. It's a color shift punch glitter. So it's going to be pretty wild, I think, when we're said and done with it. But that's why I'm like, you gotta pick out wheels and tires to go along with this too. There's pics on my Facebook page. I'll find them, repost to the page. It finally rotted, and I burned it in a blaze of glory. Firemen burning stuff. It's pretty normal, isn't it? Isn't that pretty normal? Firemen burning stuff. All right. Like I said, we've got a decent enough day. Like I've got to get this stuff going. I do got to stop and pick at the when it says order supplies. I got to pick up supplies. I got to pick up a ream of paper while I'm out. So yeah, I've got that to rock and roll and do. But then I'm going to go back in the office, get stuff, printing. Yeah, I'm just looking at my list here of stuff that's there. Orders, remember, same day. You need to have it in by 10. There's probably going to be a day. We're going to be moving some stuff around. But there might be a day next week or so where we don't offer same-day prints just because if you've ever moved anything, you know that sometimes things can happen, right? And that's not always a good thing. And so, it might just say, hey, rush orders will be fine, just nothing's going out today. So I'll keep you updated on that. Morning Mindset, Monday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Like I said, no Tuesday with Todd, but I think Wednesday, let me know in the comments what you're thinking AI stuff, and we'll go ahead and we'll, dive into that. Maybe we'll find some more stuff on how to use Chat GPT and creating other things that you're able to use. So I'll keep that. Maybe that'll be my weekend is I'm doing stuff. I'll have that on and take notes because I'm finding it fascinating with all the stuff you can do. And then don't get me started on Midjourney because now it can make hands. It always had an issue with that, and now it seems to be able to make hands. But there's so much that we're going to be able to do with this to be able to help out with it. So with that being said, I didn't even realize that banner was still up. Like I said, sorry about that. Whatever, it was cutting out there. You guys have an amazing day. Have a happy, safe weekend. If your team is still in the Big Dance, go for it. Go team. I don't have one this year, so I didn't even really get into it. But I'll still watch plenty of ball because it's just exciting to watch. But you've got that this weekend. It's St. Patrick's Day weekend. Hopefully things start warming up, and then we'll be back here with Morning Mindset Monday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. So until then, peace, love, press on. We will see you guys on Monday.